Oops. Guess I won't be doing any fishing up here. What is going on, people of the internet? I am here parked at Joffre Lakes Provincial Park, and the plan for the day, got my fishing rod here, the backpack's all packed up, and the plan for the day is to try and catch some hungry Alpine trout before the lakes freeze over. I wasn't expecting there to be as much snow as there is, but it's already pretty snow-filled, as you can see, and the parking lot's busy, but not as busy as normal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to the top lake, try and catch some fish. We're gonna go down to the middle lake, catch some fish, and the bottom lake, catch some fish. Hopefully we can cook a little trout up for lunch, because I didn't bring any snacks with me. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll see if the lake's frozen. So either way, it's gonna be a beautiful hike. I love this hike, and it's gonna be nice trying it with a little bit of snow. So got the cat tracks on, and we're gonna give her a go. Should be about 15 minutes up, and then we'll do some casting at the top and work our way down and see how it goes. I'm pretty pumped. It's beautiful up here in Pemberton right now. The ski season's almost here, so see you on the trail. All right, so here's the trail. Lower Joffrey, middle Joffrey stocked with fish. Upper Joffrey's got small ones, not so much fish, and it might be frozen over because it's pretty cold, but we'll give it a whirl, see what we can tug out of here, and we're really gonna enjoy this hike along the way. Like I said, about 50 minutes up. Hey guys.
Hello.
So as you can see, quite a bit of ice on the ground already, and this is at the lowest level, so this is gonna be fun. So here's the lower lake, and it's good to see that it's thawed, so we should get some fish out of here. That's the Matier Glacier up there, just looking beautiful. Doesn't have the normal blue color that it normally does, so I'm not sure if the glacial flowers, a little off before it freezes, but it's beautiful. Oh, this is wonderful. I love the snow. Right after the first lake, it turns into, you start going uphill just slightly. This whole trail is so mellow. It's a perfect trail. That's why it's usually so popular. But it's a winter wonderland already in here. I was not expecting this much snow coverage. This portion is really quite beautiful, with the sun poking out, traversing across the mountain here. Wow, awesome. Could not ask for a more beautiful hiking day than this. Complete bluebird, not even a smidge of cloud in the sky. This section upstairs is the main elevation gain on the Joffre Lakes Trail. So it's kind of mellow, but it'll still get the heart going. Lots of people are sliding down the side because they're wearing running shoes, and it is so icy. Look at this. The creeks have just completely frozen over. So without, cat tracks or crampons, it's kind of challenging. It's gonna take you a long time, but it looks fun to slide down. I just remembered that I forgot my granola bar, so I'm gonna have to catch a trout and cook it in order to have breakfast, a late breakfast. I'm gonna be hungry if I don't catch anything. Sun's starting to peek out of the trees, which is just beautiful. We're just about at the second lake. This is beautiful. God, it's nice in the winter, and it's still got that color. It's just like a light layer of ice on there. Wow. There's the Matier Glacier. Almost looks skiable already. Goodness gracious, this is gorgeous. So the lake is completely frozen, so I'm not going to be able to fish unless the creek has kept the water open, but that's okay. I can fish the bottom lake. It's definitely not 10 centimeters thick yet, so I couldn't walk out there. But it's just flipping gorgeous. Super quick up here, just 20 minutes or so. Wow. my whole plan of fishing the lakes up here, all three, is completely foiled because there is all ice, but that's okay. This is just gorgeous. So that might even be a better viewpoint here. You can see the sun's right on that glacier. This is just crazy beautiful. There's a stream, the river comes in from the other side, and I know for a fact that the fish like to sit by that stream right over there. And it actually looks like there might be water there, so I might have a chance. I'll do it on the way down. So here's what the Instagram log looks like in the winter time, right on ice on, if anyone was wondering. Couldn't be climbing out on that right now. That's where it is. It'd be fun to get a photo there in the summer and a photo in the winter. I think Laura and I have a really awkward photo there in the summertime. I'll put it on the video right now. It's pretty ridiculous. We thought it looked cool, but it looked very odd. Oh, I think I saw some movement under the lake. Might be some hungry fish down there. Oh, it's gonna be nice from this side now that the sun is on the other way. Wow. Just gorgeous. Oh, and I can see some open water in the corner there that we're gonna try and fish on our way down. Awesome. From the second lake to the upper lake, so we just passed middle to the upper lake, is just another quick little walk. It is such a short hike, and it is so rewarding. Some of the most exceptional lake views in the province, and honestly, this time of year, maybe a week before that ice got on, perfect, because no one's here. Relative, like usually it's just packed with everyone, their grandma, grandpa, ripping up, so very cool experience. Here's the waterfall. It looks so cool in the winter time. Wow, look at this thing. There's not as much flow, so it looks really, really neat. You can get right up into it. Oh my God. That is so cool. This is usually so much more intense in the summertime. You can never stand here like this. Wow. Awesome. These little icicles down there too. So cool. Nice and snow covered. And we're already, I think it's only been about half an hour. We're already at the upper lake, just around the corner. Man, I'm excited to see it. It is going to be so breathtaking, so blisteringly beautiful. So here is the grand reveal. For anyone who's been here in the summer, you know how busy this gets. Oh my God, come on. This is so cool. You can still kind of see that blue tinge. So the campground is pretty much up in there. We'll do a little walk around to get the view from the other side. It's pretty thick, but probably not 10 centimeters thick. I don't have any sort of way to measure it, but this is yeah, maybe 10 centimeters thick. Obviously don't want to walk out on it on the deep parts. This is very shallow. I can see the rock bottom, so if it snapped on me, it wouldn't be a big deal. It is so quiet up here right now. I'm the only guy up here. I can hear the ice cracking and setting on the lake. I can hear the glacier crackling in the sun and see some of it falling down. In the summertime, you can walk around and walk right up and kind of play around on the rocks up there, kind of get up near the glacier. But right now, obviously, you can't really do that. That doesn't matter. I could take my shirt off and I could suntan here. It is so hot with the reflection. I need my sunglasses actually. It is so hot with the reflection of this sun right now. Couldn't be more thrilled to be here. Couldn't be more thrilled to be alive. It's just something else. Something out of a movie up here, and to have it all to myself and just have that moment of peace and quiet up here is really amazing. I mean, it's weird hiking without Laura. She's doing her masters, so she's busy working a lot of the weekdays. Got a lot of projects going, so she's not out doing adventures as much. But I miss the hiking partner. But this is really, really, really special. The view is just fabulous from all angles here. Coming at it now from the front. Oh man. This is a glorious thing to be doing. I'm not even upset that the water's frozen and I can't chuck my rod in. It's that nice. It is that nice. And it is that warm. It feels like Hawaii out here. This is the most snow-covered part of the trail here. This is just beautiful. Feels like I'm almost going on a snowshoe now. But it's still pretty well walked through here. Believe it or not, the water looks thawed right here. So I might have a chance. This boulder field is just glistening in the sun. So beautiful. Almost looks like little powder pillows. God, yeah, the trail around the lake, now that it's fully covered in snow, is way better than when there's no snow. You can see the little river here connecting to the lake. Wow. So here's the view from the other side of the lake. This is the camping area over here. So typically in the summer, you'll be able to see the little camping spots. Here's the food cache right there. But kind of even in the winter, you could go down here. I can see a little spot. Someone's probably pitched a tent right in the lakeside. And it's just beautiful. Back in the day when there was no rolls up here, I camped on top of that cliff up there. Really not that long ago. I think 5 years ago. Maybe we weren't allowed to do that, but it was awesome. God, this is beautiful. Oh, let's take it all in. What a time to be alive, honestly. You really cannot beat it. Bluebird Day. This really makes me want to ski. Only a few short weeks away. So the only spot where the lake was melted was right along the shoreline there. So I might be able to get down there and give it a cast. There was ice along the closest part of the shoreline, so it might be a little bit tricky. But I can give it a try on the way back. I doubt I'll be able to do that one. I'll definitely be able to fish the middle lake. So I think this is about as high up as I'm gonna go. The view, you can walk just up there. It would be just as beautiful as right here, honestly, right now. Just gives you a little bit of a higher perspective and really brings out the blue. So solid to do in the summertime. I'm gonna go walk back around and see if there's a way I can get down to the shoreline there. I doubt it, didn't look too safe. But I'll go to the middle lake for sure and give that a whirl. So we'll head on down now. So I figured if I got down to this shoreline, I could cast into this water here. If I had my spin rod, it would have been no problem to just chuck right into here. I'm gonna try the fly rod off these little rocks right there, but I'm like knee deep in snow. Remember, the ice like on this lake is not thick on this side. Like watch, I'm going right through it pretty much. So like I can't walk on the ice. And we're just talking about catching baby rainbow trout here. So there's no reason to take any undue risk. But I think if I get it on this rock here, I'll be able to do a couple casts and maybe drop something in there. So we'll give it a try. Something from the fly box that's gonna make these Alpine fish excited. And I think this green thingy is gonna be the ticket, maybe. Upper Lake, although the most beautiful, traditionally least productive for any sort of trout fishing. I'm working with a very small area here. I can't really move around. This is the only safe spot to kind of balance on the ice here and fish. So I think I'm just gonna do a couple more casts. Then we're gonna boogie on down to the middle lake and try there. I've got faith in the middle lake because I've caught fish down there before. But this is such a special spot to be fishing. So gonna keep casting a little bit longer because I can't help myself. Well, there's not too many fish or any biting in the upper lake, so we're gonna head to the middle lake now. But I'm having trouble leaving this spot. I think I said I was gonna leave about 20 minutes ago because it's just so awesome to cast in here, and I would love to catch one. But the fly looks amazing in this water, and there's nothing nibbling or interested. So I'm sure no one's fished here in a while. So if there were fish there, they would literally bite anything. So I'm gonna bring this last cast in, and we're gonna walk on down. So from just past the upper Joffre Lake, it's so close. You can see middle Joffre Lake. So we're gonna walk down there now and trudge through the snow. Looks like this little spot here is where everyone likes to pee. We're gonna trudge through the snow and then fish off the little creek that runs off that beautiful waterfall that we saw. This just doesn't get old up here. So to get down to the water that's open, we have to walk through the snow. So I'm gonna get a little wet here, but we'll see if we can get down to that open water there without getting our leg stuck or anything. I don't think the snow's too deep, so it should be okay. The handy thing about having poles is you can kind of test the waters. Oh, my shorts are filled with snow. This would be kind of challenging. You'd probably sink in pretty good. But this is definitely the not the ideal route through here. Got the rod tied up. I'm getting really hungry. I wish I brought a snack, but that's what I got my fishing rod for. So hopefully I can get some lunch out of here because I'm getting really, really hungry. But this is definitely another beautiful spot to be casting. So let's see if we can do any damage. I'm trying to find them, trying to cast where the coverage is, because Trout Lake having a bit of coverage. You know, the edges of the ice, the edges of the trees, but I'm not finding anything. I changed my fly up and put a big white woolly bugger on. I think I might have just had a bite. It could have been the bottom, but I let it go down a lot deeper. I'm just gonna let it sink for a long time before I strip in. Oh, I can see the fish. Oh, it's tiny though. Awesome. There he is. He's grabbed it, but he can't get it in his mouth. I need a smaller fly. Oh, he gave up on it. No, he's coming back for some more. There we go. Fish on, baby. Oh, missed him. He's gonna come back. This is one of the most aggressive fish I have ever seen. All the snow falling around me keeps spooking me out. I keep thinking something's behind me. Little hungry grizzlies popping out behind me. Oh, he just bit there. But it is such a small fish, this one, that it's very doubtful that he's gonna grasp onto this thing. Well, I put in a real honest effort and I can see the fish. He keeps coming and swimming up. It's really small though, like the smallest trout I've ever seen. Definitely wouldn't be able to kill that thing to eat. But I could see him swim up and he was grabbing onto my spoons and my flies, but I didn't have anything small enough, like any hook small enough that I could actually get him on. I think one of his bites I had him on for like 3 seconds, but my feet are wet. I'm getting a little cold just standing there, so and a bit hungry, and I'm not catching fish to feed myself. So I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna leave the middle lake here, and I'm gonna head back down from middle lake to lower lake, and pop to the truck, grab a snack from the truck, and then maybe throw my waders on and do some casts in the lower lake because I have my waders, so I can be a bit more mobile around the lake. But that was awesome. Pretty pumped that I even had like a little bite there. That was fun. I got to get moving again to warm the body up. I'm getting a little chilled. I'm out of the bushes, back on the trail, and the lake looks really nice and blue now. It would be really cool if you were like a thin ice skater to get out there on like one of those pairs of big ice skates and hear that whirring of the ice. Should be down back to the truck in about a half hour and finally can eat. I think it's about 4 p.m. Haven't eaten. Thought I was gonna have a trout lunch. That wasn't the case, so got some stuff back at the truck that'll gobble on. And then maybe I'll try for a few more casts, depending how my feet feel. They're getting pretty chilly, but I think I'll run down, say goodbye to the Matier Glacier up there. That is the monster. That is a monster up there. Wow. Fabulous. Back at the truck. That was an excellent hike. I got the waders on, and I'm gonna go try and do a couple casts in the lower lake there. I'm drinking organic lentil soup right now. It's cold, but it's delicious. That's how hungry I was. I just couldn't wait. Didn't even want to warm it up. Just drinking it. And I'll go back down to the lake. Couple casts, see what happens. Got my waders on. Man, that was amazing. You really do need those cat tracks today. These little, I think they're just called micro spikes, those ones. So helpful. Without them, a lot of the people were slipping around and stuff. So let's see if we can get the night bite. Cheers. Cheers to anyone out there who's drank soup in a can cold. It was honestly pretty good. Really good. I need to get a spoon though. So I tied up the fly rod, and then the line snapped on me about 4 times. So I lost my patience completely. I'm getting a little bit tired. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. Threw a spinner on the spin rod. I'm gonna chuck it in for, 10 or 15 minutes into the bottom lake. Got a big spinner on, so if there's a big fish in there, maybe it'll gobble it. See if there's anything in there. See if we can entice anything. And yeah. Said I'd fish all 3, and I kind of want to know what's in all 3. The first one, we got nothing. The second one, there's that little one that was biting, but couldn't link up. So we'll go see what happens here. That was like leg deep mud. Good thing I got my waders on. This lake is looking real beautiful, real glassy. The reflection off this water is so glassy. Other than my fishing line, there's no other like bits of wind, and you can see the reflection of the glacier off the water, and it is so cool. Oh, this is cool. Probably the most beautiful 3 lake fishing spots I've ever fished, and 3 of the least productive lake fishing spots. But, reasonable trade-off in my opinion. It's more about the experience than the fish. Because that's all. Oh my God, there was a fish. Right as I was talking like that. Small one though. This is a big ass spoon. So he grabbed it and then called it a day. Right as I was talking. Other than that one little bite there, spent about half hour casting. Pretty much unsuccessful. But what wasn't unsuccessful was the amazing day I had. The views from the middle and the upper are just crazy. So nice to see the snow again. That was such a pleasant surprise. And honestly, this was some of the most beautiful spots that I've casted in my life in terms of views. That's it for today, folks. So I appreciate you tuning in. If you enjoyed what you're watching, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. That's what they're there for. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the truck, warm up a bit, maybe drink my second can of cold soup, but nonetheless, I appreciate you tuning in. And until next time, take it outside.